that's the morning session done. It's been a pretty good one. I was out here chasing some bream and some perch, and yeah, come across a nice school of fish on the sounder, a bank that I don't really fish often. Pulled the odd fish here, but normally just overlook it and fang past. But on the hummingbird, found a big patch of fish and threw a little flash minnow in this morning, and yeah, first cast clunk and got a nice fish of about 40. And then yeah, thought, oh, we're onto something here, and sort of worked this sort of section of bank for about, I don't know, an hour and a half of about 150 metres, and it was almost a fish a cast for that time. First thing in the morning when the light was low, the fish were really pushing up into the shallows, in amongst the reeds and right up on the flats in about 30-40 centimetres of water. And you could just see the reeds just moving. You couldn't see the fish, but you could just see the reeds sort of moving. That wasn't the tide, it was actually fish getting in there and looking for food. So I was using the Lucky Craft flash minnows. And they're just a jerk bait. And I was casting them out, and as soon as I hit the water, I was just giving that rod tip a bit of a twitch, and moving it without actually moving the lure out from the bank, but just getting that lure moving. And yeah, they were climbing all over it. Like it was pretty good, and got some good fish up to about, I think, 46, 47 on them. Then as the days or the morning's gone on and that sun's got up a bit higher, as it is now, the fish have sort of moved off that flat and then onto that drop off into about 1.2 metres of water. So, and I threw on a Lucky Craft pointer 48, and yeah, they were these two especially were deadly. Again, getting it up onto the flat, I could feel it hitting the bottom, and then as soon as I sort of worked it off that drop off and would just sort of let it suspend and just pause the lure, they were sort of sucking it in every time. So yeah, the rod I was using was the Ones Micro 702L. Yeah, for this particular style of fishing, I love it. It's very light and sensitive in the tip, and you can feel every little bite all the way down to these cork grips here. So, especially for bream and perch, when you're casting the lures up, twitching it out and letting them pause and suspend, that's when we're getting all the hits. And you know, it's been good. It's got that nice light tip, so you can really shake that lure without moving it out of the strike zone. And yeah, real sensitive, because all the fish have been eating it on the pause. So when you're twitching that lure and you pause it, you just feel that little clunk or that tick, and then you set the hook. So having that nice light sensitive tip, and you can feel it all the way down into the cork grips here. You can feel that the slightest of ticks, slightest of bites, and that's what you need when the fish are, you know, especially perch. You know, they suck it in and spit it out, and if you weren't paying attention or whatever, a lot of the time you wouldn't even know you had a bite. So yeah, no, it's been really good. It's been an awesome morning. So yeah, that's the Lucky Craft flash minnows and the Lucky Craft pointers on the NS1's Micro 702. Yeah, get out and give it a crack. I'm sure you'll love it.